Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry for James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Steps away. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 20. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is down to 4. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mack Wilson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's now 14-11. They lead it by 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run here with counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
180. There we go. Regular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
14. Steelers 11.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st down, Connor. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 30. And he's in. Touchdown. Browns. Seibert on for the PAT.
Austin Seibert on 4-point after.
And the lead is now 13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket and just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he finds McDonald. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check nickel.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That's taken on the 25. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mayfield now. He's going to fire one. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Cutter on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On second down, Connor looking for space. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Jam. Shit.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Out. Switch. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Turn up.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A good pickup there, a 22. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Chubb. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Eat. Stop your whining. Shit. Check 9.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting to a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield off the play fake. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Push him back.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over them. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 96 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop, and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now Chubb. And he's got room. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
A give running right is Chubb. And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Chubb running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 29 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cleveland, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.